The US president was not specific in what he could offer.
What the Turkish people need to come away with from this meeting is that, one, the Prime Minister has impressed upon me the seriousness of the problem. I understand it. Two, he expects there to be action, and I agree.
Senior Bush administration officials have assured Turkey in recent days that U.S. forces will increase efforts to root out Kurdish Workers' Party PKK militants enjoying safe haven in the Kandil Mountains on the Iraq-Iran-Turkey border.
Speaking at a press conference at the Foreign Ministry, Rice affirmed U.S. support for Turkey's fight against terrorism.
The United States considers the PKK a terrorist organization, and indeed that we have a common enemy, that we must find ways to take effective action so that Turkey will not suffer from terrorist attacks.
The United States has denied giving permission for Turkish aircraft to carry out bombing raids on PKK fighters in northern Iraq.
Yapmamamızı temenni edebilirler. Ama yapmamız gerektiğinin kararını biz veririz. İnsana sormazlar mı? Amerika on binlerce kilometre öteden Irak'a niye geldi? Benim rahatsızlığım var. Amerika'nın Irak'tan ne rahatsızlığı vardır? Şu anda stratejik bir müttefik olarak Amerika bizimle hareket etmek durumundadır. Biz onlarla Afganistan'da beraber hareket ettik. Dolayısıyla gerek şahsım gerekse Cumhurbaşkanımız Başkan Bush'la Condoleezza Rice'la yaptığımız görüşmelerde bunları kendilerine ilettik. Ulusal bazda da uluslar arasında da yapmamız gereken neyse bu konuda terörle mücadelede bugüne kadar attık. Şimdi de bu adımı atmaya mecburuz ve atacağız.
Turkey's grief over the deaths of its soldiers is piling pressure on the government to take decisive action against Kurdish separatists. 15 troops were killed on Friday when PKK rebels attacked a military outpost in the country's southeast near the border with Iraq. Turkish television stations broadcast live the soldiers' funerals. Grief quickly crystallized into anger as tens of thousands of mourners gathered in towns and cities across the country. The ambush was the worst single attack on the military in a year and comes days before the Turkish parliament is due to renew a mandate authorizing military operations against the PKK in Iraq. Turkish fighter jets later carried out fresh airstrikes against PKK bases in northern Iraq. Some analysts said the timing of the Kurdish attack is aimed at goading Turkey into launching a major air and ground offensive into northern Iraq, used by the PKK as a springboard to attack mainly Turkish military targets. During the past 12 months, Turkey has launched a series of incursions across the border, including a brief land offensive, which was cut short following US pressure. Following US pressure.
What the Americans have promised is intelligence.
The public demonstrations in Turkey continue unabated. The pressure on the government to take full-scale military action across the border increasing rather than waning as the days go by. In the public view, the apparent policy of restraint a sign of weakness, a surrender of Turkish sovereignty to outside forces like the United States. We need to prove to the world, especially the US, that we are a free country, says this demonstrator.
Israel's got a right to defend herself. Israel must not feel constrained in terms of defending the homeland. We're on the offense against the terrorists on every battlefront, and we'll accept nothing less than complete victory.
Right now, the terrorist organization PKK is doing the same thing in the east, killing civilians, villagers, children, even babies. If we ever manage to get rid of this terror, years later people are going to start the Turks genocided Kurds discussion. Why is fighting with the enemy which invaded our country and are actually killing our people is genocide, and going to the other end of the world to kill Arabs is spreading democracy?
What is clear is that Turkey sees the US as a de facto power in Iraq, and as such does not just expect direct American involvement in dealing with the PKK, it demands it. And regardless of the smiles in Washington, the close alliance with Turkey that the US says it treasures will not survive unless there's a tangible American contribution in the days and weeks ahead.